dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News Weekend Edition.
Good evening, I'm Keaton Hall. The weather was rather nice today, but it doesn't appear it's going to stay that way tomorrow, with strong to severe thunderstorms poised to move into the region. First Alert meteorologist Evan Hatter joins us as our First Alert Weather Day coverage continues. Evan.
Well, that's right, Keaton. It was a warm day today. We had plenty of sunshine and a couple of downpours, but tomorrow, really this time tomorrow night, we're going to be watching First Alert Pinpoint Doppler closely for the potential for strong to severe thunderstorms. It's First Alert Weather Day. It takes effect as we head into tomorrow. Strong to severe thunderstorms move in from the west and could bring us damaging winds, heavy rain, large hail, even the possibility for an isolated tornado as we head towards this time tomorrow night. Overall, it's a level 3 risk out of a 5 level scale, especially the further west that we go. The enhanced risk from Moorhead to Jackson, back to about Barberville and points to the west. Just about everybody else in the level 2 slight risk. Again, highest risk is for damaging winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. Some large hail possible in the level 3 enhanced risk area. Even a couple of spin-up tornadoes is a possibility as we head through tomorrow. We continue our temperatures in the low to mid 70s out there, or upper 60s to low 70s. So it is still mild out there today, and it gets even warmer tomorrow. Temperatures getting up into the 80s and close to 90 as we head into tomorrow. Calming down into the mid 60s as we head into tonight, but you see that by noon we're back up to about 82 degrees, so it's going to be a warm one. We'll have plenty of fuel for thunderstorms, and I'll have the very latest on those severe weather chances in just a few minutes. Keaton?
Evan, keeping us up with the latest. Thank you. Pulaski County hosted their 5th annual Miss Ability Pageant. Pageant that has seen remarkable growth since its creation. WYMT's Jack Dimler has the latest on the growing popularity of this heartwarming event.
7 years ago, Brittany Osborne wanted to take part in a county fair pageant but didn't meet the age requirement. That's when Sheila Field and Blake Roberts realized Pulaski County didn't have many things in their community for ladies that have intellectual disabilities.
A lot of coffee and a lot of brainstorming, and we decided, okay, let's have our own pageant.
That led to the foundation of Miss Abilities pageant in 2017.
Once we started our very first year in 2017, we had 43 girls sign up.
6 years later, that number increased to a total of 129 signups, all showing up at Pulaski High School to take part in what Robert says is the most exciting day of the year.
I feel like it's probably the most heartwarming day of the year for us. Like, for us, this is better than Christmas.
What started as an event for Brittany has grown into something bigger.
Having other girls follow me in my footsteps who wanted to be like me, and they can do like anything they want in life. They can.
Community helping give adults with intellectual disabilities and special needs the spotlight they deserve. In Pulaski County, Jack Demler, WYMT Mountain News.
Robert says she encourages other communities to use the Miss Abilities name and start their own pageant in their county. For more about the creation of the pageant, check out our website, WYMT.com. A little boy whose fight against a rare form of cancer brought a community together in prayer has died. Declan McCoy died Thursday. He was just 7 years old. Visitation for Declan continues tomorrow at Lucas & Son Funeral Home in Pikeville. His funeral will be Monday at 1 p.m. Longtime Harlan County Attorney Otis Doan Jr. died suddenly on Saturday. The 67-year-old from Kaywood was at the Harlan ARH when he died. Funeral arrangements for Doan have not yet been released. They're going to be handled by the Anderson Laws and Jones Funeral Home of Harlan. You can find a link to Doan's obituary on our website, WYMT.com. The second annual Kiss the Goat race brought in folks from across the state for an adventurous event. Participants ran or walked through the trails and interacted with goats during and after the race. Some even took part in kissing the goats, hence the name. David Logsden with Pathfinders of Perry County says the race is unlike any other in eastern Kentucky.
So, you know, it's an uphill race for the first point, and it's not a standard distance. It's not a 5K. It's a little longer than that. But just having the goat there and having a chance to, like, you know, blow a kiss to the goat or wave to the goat on your way through, and then just really unique finisher medals. I just can't say that I've ever seen anything like this.
The Bluegrass Mountain Cup race will also be taking place at Perry County Park. That one's tomorrow at 9 a.m. Folks in Pikeville came together to celebrate the lives of fallen loved ones and those who are currently battling Alzheimer's disease. WYMT's Jordan Mullins has more from the Forget Me Not, an event aimed at raising awareness and finding a cure for the debilitating disease.
June is Alzheimer's and Brain Awareness Month, and an event was held Saturday evening in Pikeville to spread the word on how Alzheimer's affects individuals and families alike.
Alzheimer's it's one of those diseases that it's scary. People don't like talking about it. I feel like a lot of people kind of sweep it under the rug when they hear it. And you don't know how many resources are really out there until you start doing something like this.
Event organizer Allie King says she and her cousin wanted to make a difference after their grandmother was diagnosed and later died due to Alzheimer's.
She went from being this strong-willed church woman. She wasn't able to go to church. She wasn't able to sing like she did. She wasn't able to do anything, and it got to the point that she didn't even know us.
Giving families a place to come together for some lighthearted fun, but also fellowship with others who had similar experiences.
Give family members a place to get together and lean on each other because they have this in common. So it's really nice to be able to speak with others that have gone through what you've gone through with a family member and have that shoulder to lean on.
While remembering those who are no longer with us.
I think it's a wonderful outlet for families that are looking to honor their loved one and to remember them. That's what this night is all about.
Celebrating their lives and hoping to find a cure. In Pikeville, Jordan Mullins, WYMT Mountain News.
King added that the event was also to benefit the Alzheimer's Association, and she hopes it will be bigger and better next year. Today marks the one-year anniversary of the U.S. Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade. More than a dozen states, mainly in the South, have banned or severely restricted the procedure since the ruling. Kentucky was one of the 13 states where abortion trigger laws went into effect when Roe v. Wade was overturned. Abortions are illegal in the Commonwealth. The only exceptions are to protect the pregnant person's life or to prevent disabling injury. Late last year, President Biden called on Congress to codify Roe v. Wade.
The court got Roe right 50 years ago, and I believe Congress should restore the protections of Roe v. Wade once and for all.
We've not come to the end of this cause. We've come to the end of the beginning. And the work for life goes on.
Organizations like Planned Parenthood are still rallying and advocating for abortion access. Meanwhile, Kentucky Right to Life says they're continuing to advocate to keep abortion restricted in the state. Lexington's annual Pride Festival was held at Central Bank Center today. The event is typically outside, but it was moved indoors this year. It didn't stop thousands of Kentuckians from coming to celebrate the day. Vendors were set up inside the facility offering information and resources. There was live music, food, and entertainment for people of all ages.
We both have friends who have had periods in their life where they've not been supported. We want somebody who might be here to know that they are, and especially now that we have this little one, again, it's so important for us to say, like, whether I'm biologically your mom or he's biologically your dad, we're still going to support you. You are still awesome, and we care for you.
The festival ended tonight at 10 p.m. Last year's Pride hosted more than 50,000 Kentuckians, and they hope it grows each year. On Friday afternoon, the Lexington Fayette County Health Department released a statement warning those in the area of a bat that tested positive for rabies. Dog owners in the area are concerned about the safety of their furry friend. But it's not just animals that are at risk. Dr. Jeff Fox shared that rabies can be dangerous for humans as well. He suggests that in order to keep your furry friends safe, you should make sure they're vaccinated and monitor who they socialize with. And for humans, he recommends steering clear of unfamiliar animals.
Be very careful about, stray dogs, stray cats that you don't know about. Be very careful with wildlife. You don't need to take the chance that you are bitten by one of those also.
The Lexington Fayette County Health Department advises anyone who finds a bat in their home to call the Division of Environmental Health and Protection if the possibility of human exposure cannot be ruled out. The Lexington Kiwanis hosted their third annual Duck Derby today, inviting fans of the beloved squeaky toy to the Lexington Green to cheer on rubber ducks across the pond. The club says that the proceeds from the event returned directly to help children across the Bluegrass, with donations being sent to school snack pack programs, local scholarships, Amtrak adaptive tricycles, and even to help build accessible playground equipment, all with the hope to help those in need here at home.
The first 2 years, we adopted, however you want to call it, 7,000 ducks each year, and we made over $30,000 each year for the kids.
Attendees could adopt up to 24 ducks in exchange for a donation, allowing for the number of ducks in the race to total around 8,000, meaning the Kiwanis raised over $30,000 again this year. Coming up at 11, a potential uprising in Russia appears to be cooling down as the leader of a Russian paramilitary group says he's calling off his troops.
Today, women with nighttime urinary incontinence